from Johannesburg, and I'm here from Cape Town, but also you've come all the way from Pietermaritzburg and beyond, and we appreciate it. And really today is there are two reasons to celebrate. The one is obviously Dad's 80th. The other reason is good friends, and somehow we always need to have a celebration like this to draw us all together. The third reason is that I think, you know, there's an element of sadness here as well, because this will be one of the last times that Mom and Dad will be spending with some very, very, very good friends. Some friends, like the Craggs, go back eons. I in fact can't remember as far back as there haven't been Craggs in our lives. So, you know, we really appreciate those friendships, and there's a small move coming up in the next couple of months. I won the lotto, and Mom and Dad are going to come to Cape Town, and that's definitely mixed feelings about leaving Durban and all that Durban has meant to them. So that would be another reason. And then the last excellent reason, and there are a number of them in this room today, is that it's Father's Day today, and we really, acknowledge fathers and Father's Day. And so every father, but we've had a few moves around, every father should have a packet of biltong in front of them, and if they don't, then here we go, pass it around. Then please make sure that the fathers get the biltong, because that's to acknowledge your special day today. Now, I did want to...
Have you got one?
Dad got the biggest packet.
There's just one other thing. Why 56 years have been married just recently?
Yes, absolutely. That's right. So, there's another great celebration, and I know there, again, some wonderful partnerships in this room that have been going on for many years, and a triumph in today's age. So, when your dad gets to 80, and it's also Father's Day, the 51st Father's Day that I will admit, that I have had the great privilege of celebrating, there is a lot to think about, and of course to be grateful for, and to thank our Heavenly Father for. But I'm going to mention only a few aspects of the most amazing man from a very personal viewpoint. I'm going to stand a bit closer to Dad so he hears. When I think about my dad, one of the outstanding attributes he has had, which I think has really shaped my own life, and really our lives, has been his never seeing the why. Dad always says, why not? in fact, he says it in a particular way, why not? I wanted to be a doctor for many, many years, and when I look back, I'm really amazed that it never ever occurred to me that I may not be able to do that. He never planted doubts in my mind or raised any reasons why a girl from a small country may not actually achieve this. He never raised that maybe we would not have the resources for university, or mind you, that there would be the capacity to get through the 7 years and get beyond. Never ever occurred to me that it wasn't possible, and I believe that was because my father never ever said that. He never raised that possibility. I can truly say he never ever caused me to limit my vision or think there was a compromise that I could achieve instead. I've taken this into my own life and love to surround myself with similarly can-do people who never think about the reasons something won't work before devising a way to ensure that it will. And again, my lasting memory of my father is finding a way. There's a saying, maybe somewhat offensive today, but a boer maak 'n plan. And that my dad has always done. He has been able to forge a solution under the most amazing circumstances. And my story to illustrate this actually takes me back, Craig, to a position when you're just about at the moment. It was my A-level year, my lower 6th year, and it was our task to arrange the school leavers dance for the A-levels who were leaving that year. And I decided at Roosevelt Girls High we should do Gay Paris as our theme. And nothing daunted, thought I should have an Eiffel Tower as part of this. And I remember the Eiffel Tower my father built. Well, I think it would have withstood an earthquake better than probably the current Eiffel Tower does. It was man-size, certainly in my recollection. And it had sparkly lights on it. Actually had a frame. I mean, this was not, you know, polystyrene, break it down tomorrow. It was a proper engineered, you know, structure. Exactly.
Was it leaning over?
It wasn't actually, delightfully. That's the other thing with my father, no. When it, you know, precision, to the point of being a pain, is very important. So, I'm not sure, you know, what my vision of that Eiffel Tower was, but my father was not daunted. And it really was the most extraordinary structure, which I think speaks to his vision. The second thing was his participation in our activities, and I think Tony and I can both speak to this. All of our activities, from Tony's sport, and I remember rugby was the discussion of the match that was coming until about, you know, Wednesday, and oh no, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday was the game that had been. Thursday and Friday would be the game that was coming, you know, and that has certainly Tony's sport, my drama, and other activities. When you think of John Bekker, you think proud parent, and he made no bones about sharing this. Supported obviously by Mom, who was there making linesman flags over the years, and other costumes. Dad was always participative, giving lots of instructions about how it needed to look. And Dad's enthusiasm to life is thanks to the great example that he has become. And I think that enthusiastic support now Tony gives Craig, and this reflects his love of Jeppy, and you know, he supports the black and white notion, but in a different way. And you know, I think it's reflected, and I believe it's a direct result of what we experienced with our father.
Yeah.
Finally, I want to say, Dad, you brought us up to know and love the Lord, to always do the right thing, to stick with Mom through thick and thin, to be honest in all of our dealings, and to believe in our own abilities and always to strive for our best efforts. These gifts are priceless, and I can only say these are 80 years well lived, I must say. Ollie asked me to say some words because he's not here. He's very jealous. He loves to see Craig, and I'm afraid we didn't bring him, but he's going to have Opa from next month, and he's looking forward to that. But he said this, Opa, from Ollie: roses are red, violets are blue. You've hit your 80th, so happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Opa. Sorry I couldn't be here, but I have tests. I must say I'm rather surprised to hear that myself. I got you the shark shirt signed by the team. I hope you like it. We couldn't bring it on the plane because it might break. To end it off, Opa, we are black, we are white, we are dynamite sharks. There you are. And now I'm going to hand over to my big book to propose the toast.
I'd like to just reiterate everything that Linda said, and I'd like to say, Dad, thanks very much in the 54 years.
56.
My 54 years.
Yeah, don't go there.
My 54 years that you certainly that you certainly made sure that we followed in your example, and when Linda says that you know, a boardmarked plan, I know you came to Natal where the Indians had already made a plan. And secondly, where you instilled in us that we should support our kids and whatever. If you hadn't done that, I would be a much richer man now. It cost me a lot of money to follow my son wherever he goes. But certainly this room full of some very, very old and very, very good friends. It's been really an honor and a privilege to have been part of your family, and I'm sure everybody who's known you for all these years. And I'd like to raise a toast. Very, very happy birthday, Dad.
Yeah.
Happy
Happy
birthday, John Bekker.
Yeah. Cheers.
Many, many more.
Yes.
Cheers.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you very much.